Starting with the weather impact alert, and depending on where you're watching us from tonight, you might be right in the middle of it. There's an active dust storm warning in the valley right now. This is the mini stack. You can see how dirty the air is. There's a lot of wind out there, and the rain may be behind it or in front of it. But either way, parts of the valley tonight are getting a lot of this. A lot of dust, a lot of rain, and a lot of wind.
Yeah, and so if you are behind that dust, it probably looks something more like this. Let's go over now to our ADOT camera. This one is on the 202 and Gilbert Road. Wow. Look at that.
Look at that.
The rain is coming down sideways. It's being pushed by the wind there.
You can see it shaking the camera.
You can see it's shaking the camera. Cars are having a tough time there in that area. But yeah, that is a pretty mega storm there that is moving through portions of the East Valley. Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. It's an active monsoon night in the valley. Let's get you to your weather impact forecast. Meteorologist Lindsay Riley joins us. And Linz, what parts of the valley are seeing storms right now?
Well, the whole East Valley, and I can tell you downtown Phoenix, those winds are whipping. We have lightning detection turned on. These are all the cloud to ground strikes. Most of the East Valley seeing constant lightning, a lot of wind. Here's the latest on the dust storm warning. So this darker shade of tan here, that's the warning where visibility drops to less than 1 mile. 50-mile-per-hour gusts, and we have another 13 minutes to go. That dust moving up towards Scottsdale as well as downtown Phoenix. It already began all the way down in Queen Creek and has moved up, and it could be extended now into the West Valley. Now, right behind it, you have numerous showers and thunderstorms, severe storms as well. You can see them extending from the valley all the way south through Pinal County and into Casa Grande. Here's a closer look down near Santan Valley, Queen Creek, and Apache Junction, where we were seeing rainfall rates 1 to 2 inches per hour. The storm was moving very slowly over those communities, but it actually has picked up in forward speed. Gilbert now seeing some very heavy rain. Gilbert Road and the 202, you saw how heavy that rain was from the ADOT camera. Now in Old Town Scottsdale, Fountain Hills, that rain really coming down. Winds are whipping. We're seeing on the leading edge of this. So from Phoenix and into the West Valley, be prepared for dust and 40 to 50-mile-per-hour gusts. So if you're watching us from Avondale, Peoria, Glendale, winds are going to pick up first. You're going to get the dust first, and then not too far behind it, this rain is going to be pushing across the entire valley. Most of the valley right now under a severe thunderstorm warning until 10:30. This storm has picked up forward speed. It's capable of 60-mile-per-hour gusts. It'll be moving into downtown Phoenix momentarily, but by 10:30, it's going to be out in the West Valley. Again, possible of producing 60-mile-per-hour gusts, torrential rain, and even some flooding in flood-prone areas, low-lying areas. So a very active evening with dust, wind, possible flooding as this storm, the severe storm, moves across the entire valley. You can see right now Gilbert, Sun Lakes, all the way up through Fountain Hills, seeing the heaviest of the rain, and this extends all the way south through Pinal County. So weather will likely be active through at least 11 p.m. You can see not much going on up to the north. So this is the most active weather in the entire state. I want to share with you the future cast because this storm will be making its way into the West Valley. This is 10:30, so the East Valley starting to quiet down by that point. And then out in the West Valley, Towson, Avondale, that's where the heaviest showers and rain will be. Here's 10:30. By 11 p.m., it's moving a little bit further west along the I-10. And by midnight, it clears the valley and dies down. So the next hour, very active weather right here in the valley with dust, very heavy rain with possible flooding, and 60-mile-per-hour gusts within thunderstorms. Mark?
Linz, thanks. We're getting reports right now, and this is usually the case when you get these high winds. We have 18,000 people in the valley right now who are without power. We'll continue to track that and try to get you the numbers as the newscast moves on. But let's get you out on the roads. Chase Golightly is live now in our 12 News weather tracker. Chase, where are you?
Yeah, Mark, we are heading east on the 60, approaching Ellsworth Road right now, where we're seeing strong winds and a lot of rain right now. If you can kind of make out through our camera view right here, this rain has been coming down steadily for the past 30 minutes. We're seeing a lot of water accumulation on the road. You can see the truck right in front of us has its hazard lights on, taking it slow. We've seen plenty of cars doing the same. It was also in this area where about 30 minutes ago it was completely covered in dust. Visibility was poor. As soon as that cleared out, that's when we really saw this rain, wind, and lightning. Our photographer, Akeem Brunson, has had both hands on the wheel this whole time, saying that he's really feeling that wind pushing the car, and it really is coming down in sheets at some points. It looks like it's raining sideways out here. And I know you were taking that camera earlier around Gilbert, I believe, the 60. When we were in that area, the winds were so strong, we were seeing campaign signs getting uprooted and flying across the road. So that's how strong of a wind gust that we're seeing out here. But as far as this section, Far East Valley, as you're approaching Apache Junction, the rain now from where we're at, past Ellsworth, seems to have stopped. The wind is still going on right now, but you're still seeing these slick roads right here. It looks like we are getting a little break from the wind. It appears that it is heading west towards Mesa, the Tempe area. So it might have stopped for right now, but what you do have to look out for are those slick roads that are out here on the 60. We'll go ahead and send it back to you in studio.
All right, Chase. Yeah, things looking not too bad there, but we do have some more intense winds that are being reported out at Phoenix Sky Harbor. The National Weather Service, they're reporting a wind gust at Sky Harbor of 68 miles per hour. And we're also seeing some wind gusts in the range of 60 plus mile per hour. So again, this is a very intense storm that is happening out there. Okay, we want to get another look at what's happening across the valley. Tiani Jadalang is joining us now from our other weather tracker there. Tiani, where are you and what are you seeing?
Caribe, Mark, we're on the 60 headed eastbound just past the 87, and the conditions have started to lighten up ever so slightly. The rain stopped. Similar to Chase, we're just a little bit further east. As Chase, I was hearing what he was saying. There was sheets coming down just about 5 minutes ago, but I see hardly no raindrops coming down. There still is some heavy winds pulling through. Our photographer here, Nick, is with hands both on the wheel. I was seeing a lot of overpass signs just about 10 minutes ago mentioning to be extra cautious with these several different conditions that we're battling. I mean, dust, wind, and rain. We were on the I-10 headed southbound this way, just south of the Phoenix airport, and we could see some of the planes taking off and quickly going to what looked like in the abyss because of how strong the dust storm was. But of course, as we continue to track the conditions, we'll have the latest updates for you guys here. Mark, Caribe.
All right, Tiani, thank you. And the winds are howling outside of our studio here in downtown
And this is supposed
Phoenix.
to be a soundproof studio.
I know, yeah. All right, Tiani, thank you. And we do just want to remind you there's about 18,000 people without power right now, so we'll continue to update you on those numbers. We want to get now to some breaking news. We are learning some new details on an investigation into misconduct by 2 Phoenix police officers.
Tonight, Phoenix police confirmed that 2 men accused of assaulting a man and a woman in South Phoenix earlier this month are Phoenix police officers. It all started when a couple told Tempe police that 2 people who they believed were police officers pulled them over, forcefully removed them from their car, and assaulted them. The driver told police that he was punched repeatedly, adding that one of the suspects threatened to shoot him. The driver got back into his car and drove off with no arrest being made. Tonight, we know that 2 Phoenix police officers are on leave pending a criminal investigation. We, of course, will continue to track this case.
Now to southern Arizona, where a manhunt is underway tonight for 2 men suspected of killing a police recruit and injuring his fiancee, who is a corrections officer. The couple was found shot in their home just southwest of Tucson early this morning. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra has the very latest on the investigation.
It's still unclear what led up to this shooting, whether it was random or targeted. The Pima County Sheriff's Department tells us they're looking for 2 suspects described as Hispanic men and last seen wearing all black clothing and ski masks. Southern Arizona's law enforcement community is grieving.
This does reach all of us.
After a Tucson police recruit and his fiancee, a Pima County corrections officer, were found shot in their home just southwest of Tucson.
This is a tragic event and a tremendous loss for our community, this city, and our department.
A 911 call alerted Pima County Sheriff deputies to the shooting around 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. 23-year-old Carlos Ramirez was found dead. His fiancée, a 23-year-old woman, was taken to the hospital in stable condition.
Nobody deserves that.
Neighbors tell me they didn't hear anything out of the ordinary.
Good thing is both neighbors have like cameras all over their house, so they actually did capture the vehicle when they drove off.
Detectives are now looking for that car and the two suspects believed to be driving it. The gray SUV is possibly an Acura MDX model between the years of 2007 and 2013. It might be missing its fuel door.
We plead with the public, if they have any information, to please report it to 911.
According to Tucson police, Ramirez was just 8 days away from graduating from the academy. He was also a former Pima County corrections officer.
I mean, it saddened me because, it's such a tragic incident, and I feel so bad for the families that were involved.
Anyone with information about this incident or the suspects are asked to contact 911. Near Tucson, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.